Unlocking tier 5 troops is one of the biggest achievements in Call of Dragons, and hopefully everybody have their goals set, and I'm going to help you with my 5 steps how to unlock tier 5 troops the fastest, right? Let's not waste too much time and let's get to work, and I'm gonna bring number 1 step on how to unlock tier 5 troops in a fastest way, right? First of all, we always have to go in a VIP store, because VIP store has one level where you kinda have to go in order for you to if you want to unlock tier 5 troops faster, right? Level 8 buffs, second research queue permanently unlocked, which means you will be able to research two research at the same time, and plus 10% research speed, which will always be valuable whenever you are upgrading your tier 5 troops. And until tier 5 troops, you will have a lot of researchers which will help in order for you to get to tier 5 fastest, right? Research speed and second research queue is one of the most mandatory things which you have to do if you want to go for a tier 5 upgrade, right? So our number 1 step, of course, went to VIP store. And inside the store, maybe you are already level 15 and you will be able to get 24-hour speed ups. This is also really, really valuable, but unfortunately for myself, I have been playing this game for more than 1000 days and I still don't have VIP 15, which means I unlocked my tier 5 troops without these 24-hour speed ups. And yeah, as we can see, it's actually possible to unlock tier 5 without level 15, right? So, number 1 step, get to level 8, unlock second research queue, unlock research speed increase, and you are already good to go in order for you to be faster for your tier 5 journey. The second step, which is of course really, really important, right? We have to go to attention towards the watchtower and towards the rally beacon, right? This is the two buildings which are necessary for you to get to level 25 in order for you to have at least chance to unlock tier 5s, right? Without these two buildings being 25 level, it will be impossible for you to upgrade to tier 5, right? But at the same time, in order for you to increase every single level on your watchtower, you need to have sentinel arrows, the item which is necessary for you to upgrade the watchtower. And for the rally beacon, the item is called treaties, right? And same goes for the rally beacon. Every single level which you're going to increase, you will need additional item called treaties, right? And how you can actually go get treaties and arrows. First of all, most natural way for you to get arrows is to just go and defeat Darkling patrols. Those Darkling patrols sometimes are giving you some treaties, and of course, we're gonna have a lot of events which are going to get you some treaties and arrows, right? For example, Battle Abyss. For example, achievement system is another way how you can actually get arrows and treaties for your town. And there is basically some other events which are giving you those items. But I think most frequent way of getting those items is through defeating Darkling patrols and also clearing forts, right? As you can see, you can get treaties from the forts. Actually, if we're gonna compare treaties and arrows, which one you're gonna get more? I believe more you're gonna get arrows rather than treaties, right? So brace yourself. You will have to go to a big grind, run a lot of rallies, defeat a lot of patrols in order for you to get treaties and arrows, right? Of course, I understand how long the journey is because it cost me almost 2 years in order for me to unlock tier 5 troops, but trust me, it's worth it, right? So basically, the second step was about treaties and arrows, how important it is to actually acquire them, to collect them, never actually scrap them if you don't have tier 5 troops already unlocked. And meanwhile, with the treaties and arrows topic left behind, we can finally go to our research building and speak about researchers directly, right? And number 3 step, comes here, right? Number three step is all about economy technology, how important economy technology is, and which are the most important researchers which you have to prioritize if you want to basically close out the research building after all, right? And for the third step, let's check regarding economy technology, and I will show you the most important upgrades here, right? You would say, so why stamina and why breath control is so important? This is the two researchers which is going to give you more SP recovery speed and more SP, which is going to be spending against rallies, against darkling patrols, which are going to get you arrows and treaties, right? In particular, scholarship 1 is going to increase your research speed to 10%, which is also great. And also in economy technology, you're gonna have a lot of important upgrades, right? Architecture 2 build speed upgrade 35% is a lot. Supply chains 10% overall gathering speed, which is going to help you massively. And of course, finally, when we are speaking about economy tech, you kind of have to get stamina to max level, press control to max level, and the most important research, which we will have to unlock and max out in economy technology, is of course scholarship 2. Scholarship 2 is the point where you're gonna stop on economy technology and you're gonna go to full focus on military one, right? After the scholarship 2, which is giving us 50% research speed up increase, this starts basically production building increases, which is not that important. You're gonna stop on scholarship 2 and you're gonna go and focus on the military technology, right? And when we are speaking about military technology, step number 4 starts. So, what's the step number 4, right? Step number 4 is basically to get to tier 5 troops as fast as possible, basically. That's why we want to have 2 research queues. With 1 research queue, we are unlocking economy technology. On a second research queue, we are basically focusing on a military technology, right? On a military tech, there is one pattern, right? We are basically stopping on defense informations level 8, assault strategies level 8, and first aid level 8. That's the point where we're gonna stop and we're gonna move forward in order for us to unlock every single tier 4 troop, right? Doesn't really matter, you are archer main, mage main, cavalry, or infantry, you will have to have every single tier 4 troops unlocked, because without them, it's basically impossible to do anything in the game, right? Imagine an enemy having tier 5 troops and you are still running around with tier 3 troops, right? Tier 3 troops won't gonna do anything around the battlefield, won't gonna help you even against darking patrol. So basically, this is the reason why the number 4 step is so important, right? Unlocking tier 5 troops with the wyverns or with the flying units, plus stopping at defensive formation level 8, assault strategies level 8, and first aid level 8. You might ask, why we are stopping at level 8, right? The simple reason, these 3 skills, level 9 and level 10th increases, are basically 100 day each. So if you're gonna just stick here and you're gonna start to upgrade to level 8, level 9, you will need twice as much time in order for you to unlock to tier 4, right? So that's why stop at level 8, go move forward, unlock every single tier 4 troop, and then go back and make these defensive formations, assault strategies, and first aid to maximum level, because those skills are really important, especially in open field PvP. And you can see all units attack increase, all defense units increase, and all HP units increase, which will be beneficiary for every single troop which you're gonna have. So here we are basically stopping at step 4, right? And the last step which we're gonna discuss, step number 5. Let's imagine we are at the scholarship, we finished scholarship 10, Now we have tier 4 troops, we have 10 levels on these three important researches. Here we have to make a decision, right? You have to prioritize which tier 5 troop you want to unlock first. For example, for myself, as an archer main, I went for tier 5 archers as my priority. That's why you can see sharp points 10, marksman protection 10, right? If you're gonna move around, like add one level to cavalry protection, one level to arcane knowledge, one level for infantry 2, unfortunately you won't gonna have enough resources, enough speed ups, enough time in general to get to your tier 5 troop fastest as possible, right? So your number five step, which is the most important step for you, is to decide which one will be your number one priority, your first ever tier 5 troops. So let's imagine you decided that it will be your archer main, your archer troops, which will be your first tier 5 units, right? That's whenever you're gonna decide archers, focus on sharp points, focus on marksman protection. Meanwhile, you are starting to work around production buildings like gold mining to gold processing, because at some point, in order for us to unlock tier 5s, we have to finish up econometry, right? So your number 5 step is basically to decide what's your main and first tier 5 troop, and you're gonna start working on that desired tier 5 troop with one research queue. And with the second research queue, you are basically finishing the economy technology, right? You are finishing this every single resource point production building. You're gonna finish land of plenty, increase resource collected within your city, and of course, in the end, you are going to finish up the supply chains too, which is going to give you overall gathering speed to 50%. After you're gonna finish the supply chains to 10 level, congratulations, your economy technology is basically done, and all your focus will go to military technology, right? So basically, when your economy technology is done, you have two research queues, you have multiple troop type buffs, and slowly you are basically going to upgrade them one by one, right? And of course, in the end, in a +1 situation, it's not a 6 step, we have 5 steps here. In 6 step, let's say like that, which are the most time consuming researches in the game. And I will go like this, right? Defensive formations 1, assault strategies 1, first aid 1, defensive formation 2, assault strategies 2, and first aid 2 is the highest time consuming researches to complete. The last levels of every single research which I have mentioned have at least 100 days until to complete. That's the reason why my advice was to stop on level 8 on the blue ones, unlock tier 4s, and then move forward. Basically, these last two levels on these 6 skills will be basically for 1 year if you won't gonna use your speed ups, right? That's why it's so important to know which researchers you have to upgrade first, in order to basically move forward and in the end to upgrade your favorite troops to tier 5 units, right? As you can see, my first one was archers, second one was mages. I believe next one will be infantry, last one will be cavalry, and finally I will be able to upgrade my wyverns to tier 5 units. And of course, let's not forget, Pathfinder is also really important because we are getting 10% march speed and a lot of power, right? So basically, I gave you my 5 steps how to unlock tier 5 troops fastest. If I was starting the game, I would basically use this strategy to make my tier 5 units as fast as possible, right? And basically, as always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning, and night. We are going to see each other really, really soon. Bye bye and good luck.